Hey there, and welcome to another Dave Does video. And today I am checking out a Patreon request. Today's patron has asked me to check out some In Flames, and the song is Goliaths Disarm Their Davids. I was just sitting there trying to work out if that makes sense. Goliaths Disarm Their David. Oh yeah, because the David didn't. Okay, I get it. Yeah, fair enough. It makes sense now in my head. Just as a sentence doesn't make sense initially. So this is off the album The Jester Race, and I remember the album The Jester Race because it was one of the albums that when I very first started doing the channel, I did a top 10 challenge list, and it was one of the... I really wish I could remember who it was specifically who had asked this. It may even be the Patreon now that actually gave me the top 10 Patreon or challenge list, but they asked me to check out some In Flames off of the Jester's Race, and I was not a fan of it. I think if I remember my commentary from back then, I think my comment was, I don't understand why anyone would want to listen to this. That was my comment from back then. Obviously, since then, I've got a lot more appreciation for In Flames, and that's one of the things where you spend a lot more time when you listen to a lot of these different bands, and this is why I like doing the channel. It certainly isn't for money. But the reason I like doing the channel is because it gives me a chance to experience different bands, different styles, and I like to go back, even though if there's a band that I've not really been into for a period of time, I like to go back and check it out again, see what sort of, if it's changed, maybe my opinion's changed, and it's the same as what we do on the ADK channel as well. So with myself, Andy, and Kirk. And that's me procrastinating a little bit too much this morning, as it's early morning, it's the first video I'm doing of the day. So yeah, let's go check out Goliaths Disarms Their Davids. Let's do it. Count it in. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Punctuation starts. Like the clean guitar with that big like. Like how that's just powering through. Adds that element of gravitas to the proceedings. Almost like a little bit of elements of like Doom in this. Just the progression. Okay, let's do it now. You've got these lead guitar solos. Sound really muddy in the mix. Yeah. Let's get some lyrics up. Yeah. Loving the out pick. Bam, 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 bam. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Oh, 996 this came out. Best luck. Axl Rose dancing. Okay, there we go. Goliaths Dream. Oh, Goliaths Disarm. David. Right. Let me give me 1 second. Yeah, Goliaths Disarm their Davids. There we go. God, my pronunciation today is awful. It's the first video of the day. Okay, so it's off the Justice Race. My initial thought was actually it was over just saturation on the production, but actually I just turned the volume down and it seemed to sort itself out. So I just think at high volume you're going to get all those frequencies and the lead guitars. It's just saturation of noise and the distortions kind of start blending. But maybe that's because nowadays with the more modern production, even like modern production of In Flames sort of stuff, they're designed that the louder they go, it still keeps that balance. Whereas maybe back in the day, 1996, when it came out, it wasn't as much of a concern at that point. So it was more kind of general room level listening. So that was okay. I was going to attempt to break down the lyrics. I mean, I get the concept of Goliaths Disarm their Davids. So we talk about the story of David and Goliath, the slingshot that fell the massive giant that was Goliath. And this is all about taking away the thing that can bring you down. But obviously everyone wants to be Goliath, so it wants to be the David. Well, it's true. Everyone in the idea of the story is David's the good guy, Goliath's the bad guy. So Goliath taking away the power of the David means that the Goliath would still be in control. I was expecting to see something in the lyrics that was going to take me through this. Lyric-wise, it's exactly what I'd expect from In Flames. No 2 lines make sense together, in my opinion. I don't know why this is. It just... I mean, look, Bible arm on social hell spins its downward spiral. With each year of unprogression, a fine of failure is added. Now, that last line, with each year of unprogression, a fine of failure is added, I can kind of start to work. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe we're going to get somewhere. Closer than ever to the edge, a fear in resident martyrs, strong objects track my body down. What? It's just a load of gibberish. I swear to God. It's like an AI. You asked an AI thing to write metal lyrics with no context. There obviously is. They are In Flames and Scar Symmetry are the 2 bands that I find the hardest to actually break down the lyrics. I don't think I've been trying now for years doing these reactions, but for In Flames and Scar Symmetry, I've never once been able to work out a song like, yeah, I understand what the lyric content is. Never. Not in a million years would I guess what this song is about. But it's a lot better than what I remember the Justice Race album to be. The thing I really liked about it was it's like you got that beat about boom, bunch down. They're playing like on the upbeat, which I really like. They're playing those it's a kind of cool, groovy, bouncy groove riff. And even when it's heavy, it's still danceable. You still want to get your movement going on. It's not just about just slamming your head and aggression, because there was aggression in the track, but to me it didn't feel like an angry track. It felt like a little bit of sorrow in it, but also quite upbeat. It's kind of weird. It's kind of played off up against the both kind of vibes and emotions. It pulled you in 2 different ways, because you've got that dun dab ba ba drum pattern and guitar riff, which makes you kind of like, yeah, and then like the chord progression is quite a sorrowful chord progression, so it's kind of strange, but I really enjoyed it. Goliaths Disarm their Davids. Spent more of this video trying to say that bloody song title. Yeah, good track there. I thoroughly enjoyed checking out their In Flames. I've got a lot more In Flames to do today, so it won't be the last time you'll be seeing videos for that coming through. But if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my video sometime very soon. Take care.